You're listening to Chakra Radio, and this is your host, Monica Mandar. Welcome to this segment of The Vibe. I'm glad to have you here with us today so we can continue our exposition from the previous segment about our journey to enlightenment. I want to share with you some tips that have worked for my clients and for me too, during times of our life when staying connected to the divine was very difficult for us. So often, our pursuit of happiness, working for a better future, a better life, leaves us in a state of discontent in spite of all our success in the material world. It is our human right and basic instinct to seek happiness. There is nothing wrong with that. The human existence, sustenance, and subsistence all are formed around the allure of bliss at both a conscious and subconscious level. The quest for happiness drives all our motivations, addictions, and intentions, so much so that we want to get rid of anything that makes us unhappy. But the question is, what is real happiness? Why are we left wishing we had more time, more money, and less work at the end of the day? What is it we are looking for? There is this kind of happiness that comes from living life and indulging in the world of material success that brings its ups and downs with it. There is also the other kind of happiness that is unconditional and does not depend upon any other factor and is everlasting. There is no dependence on external events or our emotions to be in this state of happiness. A deep faith and trust is assumed, and actions are a byproduct of this deep trust. Everything you do from this place of trust has a profound effect on you and your surroundings. It is in every way empowering, making you feel you are the master of your domain. Then why don't we go after this kind of happiness? We work and we earn for a better tomorrow. We live for a better tomorrow, and we even eat for tomorrow. So when do we live for today? We ignore the whispers of our souls and thus deny our uniqueness, the ingenuity that waits to be discovered. We just go through life feeling insignificant. Everything we do is tied to emotional gratification at one level or the other. We are slaves to our emotions. We fall prey to the forces of the moment, to the illusion of happiness. The opportunity to grow and discover ourselves is lost. The search for true liberation is put away. Objectivity is lost, the moment has passed, hence the day, the months, and eventually years have gone by living the mundane mode of life. The happiness we seek is nothing but the yearning to be bonded with the divine. This is the kind of joy we are looking for. We know that there can be such a state of pure bliss, and in its pursuit, we falsely go after worldly happiness and remain shortchanged forever. Not that there is anything wrong with it. We can find the divine reflected in relationships, with the work we do, and in so many other ways. But we first need to find the divine connection to ourselves, or else everything you do in this world is heavy. It comes out of a heaviness. The true nature of bliss lies in being totally aware of all our intentions at all times, staying always aware of our divine nature. This kind of happiness is different. It insulates you from the ups and downs of emotionally gratifying experiences. It keeps you unruffled in the face of the worst challenge you might have to face, or the best, highest of high that you might feel. With this understanding, then we can begin to respond to our desires and dreams one step at a time. We need to strengthen and solidify this inner connection to ourselves first. A realignment is needed from time to time to stay connected. This connection is always available even during a busy day. All we need to do at least 5 to 6 times during the course of the day is take the time to close your eyes and focus on the spot just above your eyebrows in the center of your forehead. And be aware of the feelings in your heart at the same time. Stay there for a few minutes. You will feel a sense of calmness sweep over you. You have reconnected and realigned yourself with the seat of your consciousness. Let all further activity be guided by the strength you gain from this connection. After you have practiced this for a while, be it at work, home, or whatever you do during the day or night, you will begin to feel a deep connection with yourself. Sometimes things might come up from the past that you might have ignored or not put a closure to. Sometimes fears might come up, but it's okay. The more you bury things, the slower your growth will be. Face the fear. And on the other hand, sometimes you might have just teasing glimpses of your soul. Don't be surprised if tears of joy flow down your face. Stick with the process, and your busyness will give way to a sense of direction that only you feel. It's yours, and it's your uniqueness, and your special gift, and your special journey. Such is the beauty of the world, beyond this already very tempting and beautiful material world. We all are spiritual beings by birth. No one person is more spiritual than the other. There is no need to feel guilty that you cannot meditate for hours and hours. Just connecting with the breath within yourself, with gratitude, with humility, and surrender to your inner self is empowering in itself. It is the intent that matters. If intent is pure, results are instantaneous. Every time you get to this place and visit it more and more often during the day, you relieve stress. You make a conscious effort to understand yourself and stop reacting to your emotions. You drive disease and sicknesses away from you. Our emotions are the underlying cause for all human suffering. Guilt and not living up to your own standards are the topmost destructive emotions. Don't waste a single moment. So many years of my life had gone by before I discovered what true joy is. And today, I'm deeply humbled to be of service to you and to have the opportunity to share what I have discovered with all of you. I hope in some way I have enlightened you and your approach to life going forward from this day. Join us again for the next segment of Vibe. Thank you for listening. Until next time, this is Monica Mandar for Chakra Radio. For more information on my work, you can check out my website at monicamandar.com. Be well, folks.